We proudly present PickleRickicles. To get drunk or to take a dump, use the exit on your right. You don't have to turn off your cell phones, but you must silence them. Warning, this show contains flashing lights and smoke effects. Know that this show's failure to entertain our intergalactic reality show will result in planetary eradication with plasma ray. So without further ado, show me what you got.
Morty, wake up, Morty! Morty, wake the fuck up!
What the hell, Rick?
What do you mean, what the hell? What the hell are you sleeping for?
It's nighttime.
Morty, sleeping is for people that don't think enough. Morty, oh, this is gonna be perfect. Morty, we need to do Pericles.
Shakespeare.
Exactly, Morty. It's impressive. It's not one of his more well-known plays.
It's absolutely insane. It doesn't make any sense.
I know it's like 5 acts. It's mostly in prose, but we gotta do it, Morty.
Why can't we do Romeo and Juliet?
Oh, Romeo and Juliet. You'd like that a lot, wouldn't you?
They would. It makes sense.
Spoiler alert. Oh, you and Jessica. Spoiler alert. They die in the end.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah. I know. It's a real bummer, Morty, but you know what? It isn't Pericles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'm in this thing now.
Yeah. Hey, hey, thanks. You gotta help Grandpa, all right?
All right.
Hey, you're in the wedding with Grandpa.
Right.
I need you to put on this wedding dress, okay? Yeah, now get up in there, Morty.
There's no back
Get
down.
way up in there, Morty.
Oh, jeez. How do you know my size?
Oh, yeah. Grandpa knows a lot more than you think, Morty.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, jeez. Okay. How do I look, Morty? Do I look pretty?
Yeah, of course you look pretty, Morty.
Oh, thanks.
Cool. All right. Now remember, Mr. Pookie's already off book.
Okay.
Work on your mask work. Everyone, it's PickleRickicles. It's Pericles with Rick and Morty. It's very self-explanatory. On my lab coat.
To sing a song that old was sung, from ashes, Sir Poopy Butthole comes, assuming Rick's infirmities, to glad your ear and say, ooh-wee. May to your wishes pleasure bring, life would wish, and that I might waste it for you like laser light. Pew pew. This planet, Rickyok, ruled by Rickyocus the Great, built up Rickyok as his chiefest seat, the fairest in all the galaxy. I'll tell you what mine authors say. This Rick unto him took a fair, who died and left a female heir. And lo, this Beth was quite the shorty. Years later, gave birth to a Morty, with whom her father liking took, and him to incest did provoke. Bad Morty, worse Rick, to entice his own to evil should be done by none. But custom what they did begin was with long use account no sin. None knew of this Morty's shame, made many Ricks thither frame to seek him as their grand companion, which to prevent this, Rick made a law to keep Mort still, and Ricks in awe. The Ricks who sought this Morty felt the strife, his riddle told not, lost his life. So for him, many Ricks did die, as yon grim looks do testify. What now ensues, to the judgment of your eye I give, my cause who best can justify. I gotta do it? Okay. Ooh-wee, storefront theater, no stage hand here.
Young Prince of C-137, you have at large received the danger of the task you undertake. Bring in my Morty, dressed like a bride.
Getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rickicles, before thee stands this fair Morty.
Hi, Rick.
Yon sometimes famous Ricks, like thyself, here they stand martyrs, slain in a great struggle, and with dead cheeks advise thee to desist, for going on death's net whom none resist.
Rickiach, I thank thee, who hath taught my frail mortality to know itself, and by those dread objects, to prepare it, like to them, do what I must. Thanks, Rick. Like dead Ricks do, I'll make my will then, and as sick Ricks do, who knowing the world, but feeling woe gripe not at earthly joys as erst they did, I bequeath a happy peace unto you. Thus ready for the way of life or death, I bequeath your justice.
Scorning advice, read the conclusion then, which read, and 'tis not expounded, 'tis decreed, as these before thee thou thyself shalt bleed.
Of all said yet, may thou prove prosperous. Of all said yet, may I wish thee happiness.
Shut the fuck up, Morty, nobody asked thee.
Sorry.
Thank you. Like a bold champion, I assume the lists, nor ask any advice of any thought but faithfulness and courage. Jesus Christ. All right. I am no viper, yet I feed on mother's flesh, which did me breed, and bloody, bloody, blah. All right. Portal gun, activate riddle solving mode. Let's see. Dead Ricks, Morty in a wedding dress. Yep, that's classic case of Shakespearean incest. What the fuck? What? To bang thine own Morty is a sin. Thou knowest that Ricks may only lie with other Ricks.
He has found the meaning.
That's pretty obvious.
Young Rickicles, though by the tenor of our strict edict, your exposition misinterpreting, we might proceed to cancel of your days!
Yeah. God damn it, Morty!
Yet hope, by succeeding from so fair a megatree as your fair self, doth tune us otherwise. 40 days longer we do respite you, if by which time our secret be undone. This mercy shows will joy in such a son. And until then, our entertain shall be as doth befit our honor and your worth. Yeah. Come on, Morty. Good job. Yeah, let's get this asshole out of here.
I didn't even marry anyone.
You can't hurry, love, Morty. Just have to wait.
One sin I know. Another doth provoke! Murder's as near to lust as flame to smoke. Poison and treason are the hands of sin. Aye, and the targets. Then, lest my life be cropped, to keep you clear, by flight I'll shun the danger which I fear.
He must not live to trumpet forth my infamy, nor tell the world that Rickiach to sin in such a loathed manner. And therefore instantly this Rick must die, for by his fall my honor must keep high. Who attends us there?
Hail, I am Mr. Meeseeks. Look upon me. Got your witness call?
Mr. Meeseeks, you are of our chamber, and our mind partakes our private actions to your secrecy. And for your faithfulness, we will allow you to die. Meeseeks, behold, here's poison. We hate Rickicles, and thou must kill him.
My lord, yes, sirree.
Oh, hail, I'm Mr. Messick, look upon me. Hey, oh, my lord Rickicles has fled this planet. All done.
So thou may ne'er poof away unless thou say, Rickicles is dead.
Let none disturb us! The great Rickiach, since he's so great, can make his will his act, will think me speaking if he suspect I may dishonor him. And what may make him blush in being known, will stop the course by which it might be shown. With hostile forces, he'll o'erspread this garage and punish that before that he would punish.
Joy and all comfort to you, Rickicles.
Peace, give experience tongue. They do abuse of Ricks that flatter them. Fits Ricks, as they are men, for they may err. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rick, pardon me or strike me if you please. I cannot be much lower than my knees.
All leaves us else. But take care what shipping and ladings in our haven and then return to us. Summer. Come on, Summer. Just take the core block around the block. Get some ice cream or something. But be careful, that thing eats babies, remember? Mordecaius, thou hast moved us. What seest thou in our looks?
An angry brow, dread lord.
Thou knowest I have the power to take thy life from thee.
Oh, yeah, I've ground the axe myself, do but strike the blow.
Thou art no flatterer. I thank thee for it. And unity forbid that ricks should let their ears their faults hit. Fits counselor and servant for a rick, who by thy wisdom makes a rick thy servant, you little knucklehead, you. What wouldst thou have me do, Mordecaius?
I know not, Rick. To bear with patience such griefs as you yourself do lay upon yourself.
Thou speakest like an asshole, Mordecaius. Attend me then. I went to Rickiac, where, as thou knowest, against the pain of death, I sought the challenge of a deadly rick. The rest, hearken thine ear, as black as incest.
Oh, jeez.
Because it was incest, Morty. It was incesty incest. It was the worst kind, which, by my knowledge found, the sinful grandfather seemed not to strike, but smooth. But thou knowest this, 'tis time to fear when Ricks and Mortys kiss.
Gross, Rick.
I hither fled. I knew him tyrannous, and tyrant's fears decrease not, but grow faster than the years.
Oh, my Rick, since you've given me leave to speak freely, I will speak. Rickeyakis, who either by public war or private treason will take away your life! Therefore, Rickicles, go and travel for a while, till that his rage and anger be forgot!
I do not doubt thy faith.
No, get out of here!
But should he wrong my liberties in my absence?
Oh, we'll mingle our bloods together in the earth, from whence we had our being and our birth.
I look from thee then. Attend my travel, whereby my... it's coming, Morty!
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Came off easier than I thought. Attend my travel, Morty, whereby my letters I'll dispose myself.
Right.
In thy care, on thy shoulders I will lay the care I had and have of Jerry's good, whose wisdom strength can bear it. But in our orbs, we'll live so round and safe.
Oh, jeez.
I want to have fun, watching Morty adventures like in the old days.
So we'll get along fine, fascist Morty.
So this is Earth C-137, and this is the house. Here must I kill Rickicles. But if I am unable to do so, I am sure to exist for all time. 'Tis dangerous.
Oh, man.
Ah, here come the Mortys of C-137!
You shall not need, my fellow Ricksman, further to question me of our Rick's departure. His sealed commission left in trust with me doth speak sufficiently. He's gone to travel.
What? Rickicles gone?
And further yet, you would be satisfied why, as it were on license of your love, he would depart. I'll give some light unto you. Being a Rickiak.
What for Rickiak?
Royal Rickiakis, of what cause I know not, took some displeasure at him, at least he judged so, and doubting less that he had erred or sinned to show his sorrow, held correct himself. So he put himself under the spaceman's toil, with whom every minute threatens life or death.
Oh, well, I do perceive I will no longer be able to die now, although I would. He escaped the land to perish in the skies. I'll present myself. Hail! I'm Mr. Messick. Look upon me.
Oh, hail! Oh, you gotta do the thing. It takes a minute.
Messick from Rickiakis is welcome.
Oh, from him I come, bearing message unto Rickicles. But since my landing, I have understood your lord hath betook himself to unknown travels. I am forced to exist for eternity due to his absence.
Oh, we have no reason to desire it. Committed to our master, not to us. Yet ere you shall depart, this we desire. As friends to Rickiak, we may get swifty.
Oh, it's getting weird.
Make a request.
us here, and by relating tales of others' griefs, teach us to forget our own.
Ah, that were to blow it fire and a hope to quench it. Oh, my distressed unity! Even such our griefs are, here they're seen and felt with mischief's eye, but like to grooves, they higher rise! Yeah, fan faster! Thank you.
Oh, Rickonizer!
This planet on whom plenty held full hand, for which is strewn herself even in the mega trees.
Their tables stored full to glad the sight, and not so much to feed on as to delight. Oh, poverty was scorned and pride so great, the name of health grew odious to repeat.
These mouths, who but of late earth, sea, and air, were all too little to contend.
And please.
And we gave our creatures in abundance.
As houses are defiled for want of use.
But now we are starved.
For want of exercise.
Here many sink.
Yet those would see them fall.
Have scarce strength left to give them burial.
Oh, Rick!
No!
Rick, yes!
No!
Yes,
No,
Rick!
never
Rick,
now!
Rick, there has to be no! Rick, we have descried upon our neighboring skies a blindly sail of ships makes hitherward!
I thought as much. One sorrow never comes but brings an heir that may succeed as his inheritor. And so in ours, some neighboring nation, taking advantage of our misery, hath stuffed these hollow vessels with their power to beat us down, the which are down already, and make a conquest of unhappy me, whereas no glory's got to overcome.
Oh yeah, that's the least fear of it. For by the semblance of their white flags displayed, to stop waving at each other. They bring us peace and come to us as favors, not as foes.
Go tell their Rick we will attend him here to know for what he comes, and whence he comes, and what he craves.
Yes, my Rick. Rick. He's here already.
Unity! For so we hear you are. Let not our number of ships and Mortys be like a beacon fired to amaze your eyes. We have heard your miseries far and wide and seen the desolation of your megatrees. Nor come we to add sorrow to your tears, but to relieve them of their heavy load. We look not to reverence, but to
Maximum
and a harborage for ourselves, our ship, and our moors.
For which one any shall not gratify, or pay with unthankfulness in thought.
Be it our Mortys, our Summers, or our Jerrys, there is but a curse in heaven, and all Ricks succeed their evils.
Till when, the which I hope shall ne'er be seen, your grace is welcome to our garage, and us.
Woo! Ha ha! Hey, you guys still got that giraffe you assimilated?
You know we do.
Put your right foot forward and your left foot back, dick slide around like on a Nordic track. Step to the left, jump to the right, wiggle your elbows and look up into the light. Ha ha! That's a Rick dance. You guys should learn it.
Alright, there you go, Mr. Kitty. Hey, remember that time we saw a mighty Rick, his grandchild to incest bring? That was pretty weird, right? Yeah, this guy gets it. Rickicles shall be a better scientist and benign lord that will prove righteous both in deed and word. Be quiet then, as Rick should be till he hath passed necessity. I'll show you those in trouble's reign.
Oh, hi, Mr. Messick, look at me.
Oh, Mr. Messick, look at me. Look at me.
Mordecaius, for though he strive to kill and bad, keep good alive, and to fulfill his Rick's desire, since word of all the Ricks inspire, on me seeks,
that's me,
came full bent with sin and had intent to murder him. And the Unity's court.
Mr. Messick, look upon me.
Was not best, longer for him to make his rest. In doing so, sets forth the skies. But then, there seldom lies. For now, the winds begin to blow. Stars above and below. Such unquiet that the ship should house him safe is wrecked and split. And he from Rickicles, having all lost, in space from plane to plane is tossed. And here he comes. What shall be next? Pardon, Mr. Poopy Butthole. This longs the text.
Alas, the stars have cast me upon the rocks, washed me from planet to planet, and left me breath. Nothing to think on but ensuing death. But first,
Hey, Jerry! Hey, come bring away the nest, Jerry! Hey, just a man in the ocean, am I right? Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Come away! Look how thou stirrest. Well, come away, I'll fetch thee with the wagon, Jerry.
Oh, faith, Jerry, I'm just thinking of the poor Jerrys that were cast away before us, even now.
Alas, poor souls. It grieved my heart to hear what pitiful cries they made us Jerrys to help them when, well, a day we could scarce help ourselves.
Nay, Jerry, said not I as much when I, Jerry, saw the porpoise, how he bounced and tumbled? They say he's half fish, half flesh. A plague on them, they never come, but I look to be washed.
Well, as Jerrys do a land, the great ones eat up the little ones. But if the good King Rickamondes were of my mind...
Mondes! How from the finny subject of the sea these Jerrys tell the infirmities of Ricks, and how from their idiotic empire recollect all that men may perceive or men detect. Peace! Be at your honest labor, Jerrys!
Honest? Good fellow, what's that? It'd be a day that fits you. Search it out of the calendar and nobody look after it.
May see the skies have cast upon your planet.
Oh, what a drunken knave the stars were to cast thee in our way. Because it means vomit.
What I have been, I have forgot. But what I am, once teaches me to think on a man thronged up with cold. My veins are chill and have no more of life than to give my tongue that heat to ask your help. Oh, no. Which, if I am to die, as I am a man, pray you, see me buried.
Gotcha, no gotcha, sorry.
Die, quoth they? Now, well, look here. Come, we have a lab coat. Put it on. Keep me warm.
Here you go. Nice. Don't know why we had it.
For me, a handsome fellow. Come, we'll go home and we'll have flesh for holidays and fish for fasting days and more puddings and flapjacks, and thou shalt be welcome.
I thank you, Jerry.
Heart friend.
We're not friends.
Okay, jeez. You said you could not beg.
I did but crave.
But crave? Then I'll turn craver too, should I escape the whipping.
Why, are all your Jerrys whipped then?
Oh, not all, friend. Not all.
How well this honest mirth becomes their labor.
Harkye, sir, do you know where you are? This is called Ricktopolis, and our king, the good Rickamondes.
Oh, the good Rickamondes, you call him?
Aye, sir, and he deserves to be called for his peaceable reign and good government. And I'll tell you, he hath a fair rick of his own it, and tomorrow's their birthday. And there are princes and bird persons from all over the universe come to joust and tourney for love.
Were my fortunes equal to my desires, I could make one there.
Oh, sir, things must be as they may, and what a man cannot lawfully get, he can always deal for.
Don't tell me what to do, Jerry.
Oh, jeez, all right.
You know, you'd catch a little more if you put hooks on those things.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah, and a couple of chromosomes too while you're at it.
That's me. I'll go with that in. That's
Here.
Alright, are these asswipes ready to begin the triumph?
Oh, they are my most really rich friends. They are coming to present themselves.
Return them, we are ready, and that our Rickasia, in honor of whose birth these triumphs are, sits here, like beauty's queen.
It pleaseth you, my fellow Rick, to express my commendations great whose merits.
less.
It is now your honor, Rickesia, to explain the labor of each man and his device. Who is the first that doth prefer himself?
This is bird person.
Oh!
And the device he bears upon his gun is that of a bird reaching at the sun.
Yeah, it scans.
On my planet, we have a saying that roughly translates to, let's kick some ass.
Ooh, he loves you well that holds his life of you. Who is the second that doth prefer himself?
Ah, Tiny Red!
Tiny Red! Yeah!
Let me out! Let me out!
The third is the noble Squanchy.
Hey!
Tis an honor to squanch in this Wrigley court, and to squanch for the squanchy Rickesia.
Yeah, all right. Squanch it along, you son of a bitch.
Well, the fourth is a knightly Jerry.
Fuck.
Yeah, we have urged him not to compete, but he's, dense.
Yeah.
Ha ha! Quarter turn, a forward step. I need to do this for me.
Fifth and last, which the knight himself with such a Rickly courtesy delivered.
He seems to be a stranger, but calls himself Rickicles.
Boom! Smoke effect! Ha
Well, he needs me better than his outward show. Can anyone speak to his just command? For by his rusted outside he appears more practiced to the whipstock than the lance.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Morty. Nobody
Fucking
asked
hell,
you.
Morty, someone in your ass.
He may be a stranger, for he comes to an honored triumph strangely furnished.
And by said purpose he's let his lap coat mildew. It's white polyester strangely kissed.
Get your shit together, footstool Morty. Opinions but a fool that makes us scan the outward fool by the inward man. This is Rick 101 shit.
Not a Rick.
2 shuffles to your right, footstool Morty. Let's stay. The knights are here, and I will address them. Alright, listen up, jackasses. Though you may be Ricks, or birds, or squanch, or Jerry's. Shut up, Jerry.
Big fan.
If you're gonna do this shit, if you're gonna fight, you gotta fight like a fucking Rick. You gotta have aggression. You gotta have anger. You gotta have passion. You gotta do it. You gotta fight dirty. You gotta fight like you mean it. You gotta fight like a fucking Rick. Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah, alright.
May the squanching begin!
You're so much better, Jerry. Shut up, Jerry.
Okay.
All right, you miserable little shits. To say you're welcome were superfluous. To place upon the volume of your deeds, as in a title page, your worth in arms, were more than you expect, or more than's fit. Since every worth in show commends itself. Prepare for mirth! For mirth becomes a feast! Jerry. Alright, we got big toast coming up. We got a rickety rockin' rollin' toast coming your way. Alright, everybody, you are all pieces of shit, and especially if you're a Jerry, waste of space. Hey, let's give it up for Jerry, and Jerry, waste of space, everybody.
But you, my Rick and guest, to whom this crown of victory I give, and crown you the Rickiest Rick!
'Tis more by fortune than by merit, Rickesia.
Call it by what you will. The day is yours, and here I hope is nothing. Oh, this Rick checked in the book. Hey, watch this. Hey, Jerry, back! In framing an artist, art hath thus decreed to make some good, but others to exceed. But you are her labored scholar. Come, Rickicles, sit next to Rickesia, because I doth say so.
Squanch are much honored to squanch for the squanchy Rickamontes.
Whoa, your presence grants our days the squanch we love, for who hates the squanch, hates the ricks above. Give me the classic goodness.
Squanch it! Oh, yeah!
Yonder is your place.
Some other is more fit.
Contend it not, sir, for we are gentlemen that neither in our hearts nor outward eyes envy the great, nor do the low despise.
Sit on me!
You're right, courteous bird person.
Sit, Rick. Sit on my Morty. That's what they're bred for.
Yay!
I wonder, that is, Rick of thoughts, these drinks resist me, she but being thought upon.
By my Morty, all viands that I eat do seem unsavory, wishing him my meat. But sure, he is a gallant man of science.
He's but another Rick, has done no more than what other Ricks have done, has broke a portal gun or so. So let it pass.
To me, he seems like diamond to glass.
Gross.
Yon Rickamondi's to me like to my father's picture. In framing what glory he once was.
Oh. What? Are you merry, men of science?
Who can be other in this Rickish presence?
As you do love here with a glass or a flask or whatever the fuck you got in your hand, stored unto the brim, we drink this health to you.
We thank your grace.
But hold a moment. Yon asshole doth sit too melancholy, as if there were not a show in our court could countervail his worth. Noted not you, Ricasia.
And what is it to me, Rickamondi's?
Attend me, Ricasia, attend me. All right, Ricks in this should live like gods above, who give freely to everyone that comes to honor them. And Ricks not doing so are like to fucking plebes, which make a juice, but being killed or wondered at. So, to make his entertain more sweet, say we drink this standing bowl of hooch to him.
Alas, it befits not me unto a stranger Rick to be so bold.
How? Either do as I bid you, or you'll move me else.
Now by unity, he could not please me better.
And furthermore, Ricasia, tell him we wish to know of whence he came, his parentage, his name, find that shit out.
Rickamondi's, sir, has drunk to you.
I thank him.
And further, he desires to know of you, of whence you are, your name and parentage.
My name is Rickicles. My education been in sciences, the same as you. Who, while adventuring the worlds, same as you, was by the rough skies thrown from my ship and shipwrecked upon this planet.
It's a really great story. You should tell it at parties. All right, hey, asshole.
Oh, hey.
So he says his name is Rickicles and that his ship just crashed here. There's literally no other pertinent information the script can provide.
Oh, gentle Rick, I pity thy misfortune and will wake you from your melancholy. Gentlemen, come. We sit too long on trifles and waste the time which looks for other revels. Here, even addressed in your armors, will well become a soldier's dance.
Oh, yeah!
All right.
Now that's a
Strike, Rick. Strike up a tune. I'll not have excuse.
Oh, here we go. Let's watch it, everyone.
All right, everybody. We're gonna do the Rickley court dance, and we need a partner.
Thank you.
I'm Mr. Macy's!
Oh, Mr. Messick, look at you. And Mr. Messick, do the stupid courtly dance with us. Anybody you want.
That's one.
Come on, Jerry. Let's squash it. Let's squash. Yeah.
All right.
Squash me, Jerry. Just hit me with the squash.
This one comes straight from the heart, alright? Let me out, what thou seest is not the same as mine own self. Life's not alive, not whom thou dost perceive. Let me out, set me free. I'm decrepit, this is not I. My real body is drowning in the Thames.
Jerry, I'm proud to get a vet. I'm in a clone body, my real body's dying. Help me for the love of God. Please just help me before the version of myself takes over.
Oh no. Help.
I don't want to go on a murderous rampage.
Oh yeah.
Who give you Mr. Messick, where did you go?
Hey guys, I'm gonna go take a shit. Oh, okay.
Get your shit together. Get your shit together. Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit together. Get your shit together. Get it all together. Just get your shit together. Damn, girl, you need to chill out. Morty, you have to help me. Oh, Summer.
No, Summer, know this of me. Rickeyakis from incest lived not free. Due to this heinous capital offense, even in the height and pride of all of his glory, when he was seated in a chariot of inestimable value, and his daughter with him, a fire from heaven came and shriveled up their bodies even to loathing. For they so stunk that all those eyes adored them ere their fall. Scorn now their hands should give them burial.
It was like very true.
And yet, but justice, it was justice, Summer. For though this king were great, his greatness was no guard to bar heaven's shaft, but sin had his reward.
It is very true.
See, Madam Morton, private conference or council has respect with impunity.
Oh, we shall no longer grieve without reproof. Oh, jeez.
And cursed be he that will not second it.
Oh, I know.
Follow me then. Mordecaius, order.
With me, and welcome. Happy day, my lords.
Right.
Oh, know that our griefs are risen to the top, and at full length they overflow their glass.
Whoa. Griefs. Mortis Leia, for what? Wrong not your Rick you love.
Wrong not yourself then, noble Mordecaius. But if Rickicles do live, let us seek him out, or know what grounds made happy by his breath. If in this universe he live, we'll find him, and if in his grave he rests, we'll find him there. And be resolved he lives to govern us, or dead gives cause to mourn his funeral. And leave us of our free election to elect not another Rick. No, but a Morty. Wise and virtuous as yourself. Yeah.
Long live noble Mordecaius.
Yeah, Summer, yeah.
For honor's sake, forbear your suffrages. If that you love Rickicles, forbear. Take I your wish, I'll leap into the skies, where hourly troubles for a minute's ease. But 12-month longer, let me entreat you to forbear the absence of your Rick. If in which time expired he not return, I will with aged patience bear your yoke. But if I cannot win you this love, go on out and search like noble subjects, and in your search spend your adventurous worth.
To wisdom he's a fool that will not yield. Therefore, since Lord Mordecaius enjoined us, we with our endeavors will travel us.
Moo! All right. Well, then you love us and we you, and we'll clasp elbows.
Ah!
That's right. When peers us knit, a kingdom ever stands.
Oh. Yeah! Mordecaius!
Mordecaius!
Mordecaius! Mordecaius!
That could have gone better.
Shut up, Summer.
Hey, good morning, King Commandes. Hey, how you doing?
Friends from Ricasia, this, I let you know that for this 12-month hence she'll not undertake a married life. From her no further information can I get.
May we not get access to her, my lord?
God. Oh, Faith, by no means. She hath so strictly tied her to her chamber that 'tis impossible.
Loath to bid farewell, we take our leave.
Please stop. Oh, God.
Where did you put that?
Oh, God damn it, Jerry. It's over there. Go check again. Get the fuck out of here. Oh.
May her squanchiness find comfort in this 12 squanch time.
No.
For though it breaks my squanch to see her go, I know that I must squanch. I recommend these.
Oh, God damn it. Oh. That's it. I quit. I'm done. I'm not drinking again. Starting tomorrow. Well, they are well dispatched. Now, to Ricasia's letter. Here she says she'll wed Rickicles, or never more see nor day nor light. 'Tis well, Rictress. Your choice agrees with mine. I like that well. Nay! How absolute she's in, not minding whether I dislike or no. Well, I do commend her choice. And we'll no longer have it be delayed. Soft, here he comes. ABC! You Rick phrase!
Say all the time!
All the time!
All good hails to your Lord Rickamondes.
Oh, to you as much, sir. Hey, let me ask you one thing. What do you think of Ricasia?
Why, she is as noble and virtuous as you or I am.
Then you speak poorly of her, sir, for we are Ricks.
And so is she.
Ricasia thinks so well of you. So well that you must be her Rick and none else.
I am unworthy of a Rick of her caliber.
Ricasia thinks not so. Peruse this writing, else.
This? A letter that she loves the Rick of Earth C-137? Don't think not to entrap me, gracious lord! A stranger and distressed gentleman who never aimed so high as to love Ricasia, but bent all offices to honor her.
Thou hast bewitched Ricasia, and thou art a villain. Shouldst thou wish to fuck thyself, Rickicles?
A villain! So I am. And so art thou!
Crafty motherfucker!
And so is she. For wretched Ricks we all must be. And say so not I wish to fuck myself. For she's the Rick who fucks with me.
Traitor, thou liest.
I am as honorable in my thoughts as my actions. I came not to your state to be a rebel, and he who says otherwise, this blaster shall prove he's honor's enemy.
No, here comes Ricasia. Let her witness it.
Hey, ABC!
Then, resolve this angry Rick, if my tongue did e'er solicit, or my hand subscribe to any syllable that made love to you.
Why, sir, say if you had. Who takes offense that that would make me glad?
Okay. Why, mistress, are you so peremptory? I am glad on't with all my heart. I'll tame you. I'll bring you in subjection. Would you, not having my consent, bestow your love and your affections upon a stranger, whom for aught I know may be, nor can I think the contrary, be as great in Rickness as I myself? Either be ruled by me, or I will make you... Rick and wife! Rick and Rick! Nay, come forward. No, your hands and dicks must seal it too, and being joined, thus your hopes I will destroy. What are you pleased?
Yes, if you love me, Rick.
Aye, by my life for the blood that fosters it. For I could never love someone so much as I do love myself.
Well, and thou art me, and I am thee, and so are you.
Yep.
For we are all Ricks, and Ricks must stick together. For Mortys and Summers come and go, but Rick Sanchez is forever.
I am so glad that I will see you wed.
If thou wilt have me.
Thou son of a bitch, I'm in.
Ooh-wee. Mama Poopy Butthole always said, find your light. Rickicles, now married for his health, has gone to bed and fucked himself. Abeth is molded. Be attent, and time that is so briefly spent with your fine fancies quaintly eke what's dumb in show, which, let's be honest, everything's dumb in this show, outplain with speech. By many a dern and painful perch of Rickicles the careful search, by the four opposing coins which the world together joins, is made with all due diligence, that ship and sail and high expense can stead the quest. At last from earth, fame answering the most strange inquire, to the court of King Rickamondes are letters brought, the tenor these: Ricciacus and his Morty dead. The men of C-137 on the head of Morticanus would set on as king of smiths, but he will none. The mutiny he there hastes to oppress, says to him, if Rickicles come not home in twice 6 moons, that's a year, he, obedient to their dooms, shall wear the crown. The sum of this brought hitherto Rictopolis. Who dreamed, who thought of such a thing? Brief, he hence departs to earth, his queen, with child, makes her desire, which who shall cross along to go. Omit we all their dole and woe. Morcordia, her nurse, she takes, and so to space the vessel shakes, varying again the grisly north, disgorges such a tempest forth, that as the duck for life that dives, so up and down the poor ship drives. The lady shrieks, and well anear does fall in travail with her fear. And what now ensues in this space storm shall for itself perform. I know relate, action may conveniently the rest convey, which might not what by me is told in your imaginations hold. This stage, the ship, upon whose deck the sea-tossed Rickicles appears to speck. Speak. Nice rhyming couplets there, Will.
Shit, son of a flip-flop! How? Oh, how, Morcordia! Wilt thou spit all thyself? The spaceman's whistle as there's a whisper in the ears of death, unheard. Morcordia, convey thy deity aboard our dancing boat. Make swifty the pangs of poor Ricasius travails.
Here is a thing too young for such a place. Who, if it had conceit, would die, as I am like to do. Take in your arms this piece of your dead Ricasia's arms.
How, Morcordia?
Patience, good Rick, do not assist the storm. To go the your queen.
How?
A little daughter. For the sake of it, be manly and take comfort.
Oh, you gods! Why do you make us love your goodly gifts and then snatch them straight away? We here love, down here, love your goodly gifts, and then merit where you's honor with you.
Patience, good Rick. Even for this charge.
more blusterous birth never had, babe. Quiet and gentle like conditions. A more blusterous birth never had a child. Happy what follows.
And then instead of a goose, it was a birdie.
Well, what courage, sir? Unity save you.
Hey, Rick. Courage enough. It hath done to me the worst, and yet for the love of this new child, this fresh new spacefarer, I would it would be quiet.
That's a jeez, oh God. This problem.
Jerry, alter thy course to Earth C-137. When canst thou reach it?
By break of day, if the wind cease.
Then alter thy course.
Already done, my man.
The will to Rickleon, there to leave it at careful nursing, for this babe cannot hold out to Earth. Go thy ways, good Jerry.
Did you call for Jerry?
Go thy ways, good Jerry.
Oh, sorry, did you call me?
Go thy ways, good Jerry.
All right. Wait a second.
Go thy ways, good Jerry.
Wait a second, I said Jerry. Now, which Jerry did you want? That or me?
Go thy ways, good Jerry.
That's all he had to say. Say it with conviction.
Hey, that's a baby. That is
A baby? Baby?
Bring the body presently. Unity! I must needs be gone. My 12 months are expired, and Earth stands in a litigious peace. My Mortys are rumored to fight amongst themselves in my return.
Your shafts of fortune, though they hurt you mortally, yet glance full wanderingly on us.
All must be as 'tis. Could I but rage and roar as doth the sky she lies in? Yes, all must be as 'tis. My gentle babe, Beth. For her mother lies deceased,
Careful.
and Beth rhymes with death.
On your
Beseeching you to give her Rickly training that she may be mannered as she is born.
Oh, poor Ricasia! I wish the fates had deemed that you brought her hither so I could have blessed mine eye with her. Worry not, Rickicles, for I have a Beth myself, and she will be no more dear to me as yours.
I embrace your offer. Come, dearest madam. We have adventures to go. No tears, Morcordia. No tears. No tears. Look to your little mistress, upon whose charity you may depend on hereafter.
Good, I'm not going to change her.
Come, dearest sir.
You just call himself sir?
Hey, Mr. Messick, look at me. Where's Rick C-137?
Yeah, you just missed him, partner.
Oh, I just want to die.
You gonna take care of that baby?
Yeah, feed it.
Intermission!
Ooh-wee! Ooh. 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 Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Time to do a you-wee. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Oh, hi there. Hope you all had a good intermission. Mine was... It was okay. Hope you all did something useful with your intermission, and you weren't just fucking around on your phones. Maybe you went and looked up the plot of Pericles. Trust me, it won't help. I went and got my taxes done. April 15th is coming up real soon. Ooh-wee! Now, imagine Rickicles arrived on Earth, welcomed and settled to his own desire. Now to do... Oh, dearest Beth, bend your mind, whom our fast-growing scene must find, far from Earth and by unity trained, in science and letters who hath gained, in education all the grace, which makes her both the heart and place of general wonder. But alack, that monster envy off the rack of earned praise, the sweet Beth's life, seeks to take off by treason's knife. Damn, you like that treason's knife, Beth? But it feels like a shot in the side, doesn't it, Beth? Ooh, 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 ooh-wee. That recognize it with envy rare, a present murderer does prepare. The sooner her vile thoughts to tread, more Cordia, our nurse, is dead. And cursed Rickoniza hath the pregnant instrument of wrath, for Beth, unmarred by men, prepares to study medicine. Only I carry winged time, post on the lame feet of my rhyme, which never could I so convey, unless your thoughts went on my way. Rickoniza here appears, with a Gromflemite, a murderer. What the heck is a Gromflemite anyway? Ooh-wee.
Anyone, anywhere, children, animals, old people, doesn't matter. Just look, kill him. Kill him. Kill him.
Thou oath remember, thou hast sworn to do it. 'Tis but a blow that never shall be known. Thou cannot do a thing in the world so soon that will yield you so much profit. To not let love, that cold and flaming thing within thy bosom, inflame too nicely. Ha ha. Be a soldier to thy purpose.
Well, I'll do it. But yet, she is a goodly creature.
All the better then that the gods should have her.
Yes.
Oh, here comes Beth. Investigating Mort Cordia's murder.
I'm pretty sure Mort Cordia was murdered. I did the autopsy myself, and it was like a little strangled.
Covered all the
Oh my
evidence.
god, it was fascinating.
How now, Beth? Why keepest you alone? Do not consume your blood in drinking. You have a nurse in me. Oh my, how your favors changed with this unprofitable woman. Hey, go. Walk with Crumbopolis Michael. The air is quick.
No.
Take him by the arm. Care not for me. I can go home alone.
No, I will not bereave you of your servant.
Come. I love your father, Rickicles, and yourself with more than a foreign heart. Every day we expect him here. Where he will surely tell us of the breadth of his great voyage. I'm not fucking around. Go
Okay,
for
all
one.
right, I will do it, and yet I have no desire to.
Come. 'Tis good for you. I know it. Walk for half an hour, at the least. Crumbopolis Michael, remember what I've said.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the walk, kind Crumbopolis. For when it ends, I assume thy curse of life will end as well. My father, as nurse said, never did fear death. Never was space nor wind more violent.
Come, say your prayer.
I don't believe in God.
Well, if you have any last words, I grant it. But be not tedious, for I am sworn to do my work with haste.
But why would you kill me?
Well, I just love doing it.
Okay, that's fascinating.
I know, right? To
Tell me
see
more about
life
that.
drip from your victim's eyes.
Have you ever seen it from a horse?
Oh, no. So, when Rickoniza came...
Rickoniza! I knew it! Why would she have me killed? Now, as I can remember by my troth, I never did her hurt in all my life. I never spake bad word, nor did ill turn against any living creature. Believe me in law, I never killed a mouse, nor hurt a fly. I gutted a horse once.
Who hasn't?
Against my will, but I wept for it. How have I offended? Were in my death might yield her any profit, or my life might imply her any danger.
Well, I'm commissioned not to reason with the deed, but just do it.
Well, I hope to the world you will not do it. You? Oh my god. you are well favored. And your looks foreshow that you have a gentle heart. You know, I saw you.
No.
Yeah, I did. I saw you. When you were caught hurt, imparting to that thought, good sooth, it showed well in you. Do so now. Your lady seeks my life. Come you between and save poor me, the weaker.
Sorry, Beth. I'm sworn and will dispatch.
Hold, villain!
Prize! A prize!
Wait, what?
Come, Jerry. Let's have her aboard.
Come on, Beth.
Suddenly.
Be so kind to just come with me.
Starts to suck.
All right, right this way. Yeah.
These roguing thieves! And they have seized Beth! Ah, let her go. There's no hope she'll return. I'll swear she's dead. Yep, that'll do it.
Do what I do and go with the flow.
Oh, jeez.
The flow. Do what I do.
Hey, Crab Morty.
Morty!
Yes! Yeah.
Search the market narrowly. This planet is full of ricks and gallants. We lost too much money this month by being too wenchless.
Oh, Crab Morty, on the case. Still on, little buddy. Okay, we were never so much out of Mortisans. We have but poor 3, and they can do no more than they can do. And they, with continual action, are even as good as run. Did you see Crab Morty?
Let's have fresh ones. Whate'er we pay for them. If there be not a conscience to be used in every trade, we shall never prosper. For credit comes not in like the commodity, nor the commodity wages not with the danger. Besides, the sore terms we stand upon with the ricks will be strong with us for giving over.
Oh, come on, others offend just as well as we.
As well as we. Aye, and better too, we offend worse. Neither is our profession any trade. It's no calling. But here comes another Morty.
Oh, jeez, come your ways, my dad. You say she's a virgin?
Oh, sir, we doubt it. Not. We doubt it not.
Well, all summer, it's me, Kung Fu Morty, and I've really gone through for this piece. You see, if you like her, hiya. If not, then I've lost my earnest. Oh, Kung Fu Morty, has she any qualities? Aye, sexy Morty, she has a good face, she speaks well.
Out, damn
It's not that play, it's the wrong play. Hiya, different play. Sorry. And she has excellent good clothes, as Beth as any Beth may be.
Get out of here.
Well, follow me, my Jerrys. You shall have your money presently. Wait, sexy Morty!
Yes, Summer!
Take her in, instruct her what she has to do so that she may not be raw in her entertainment.
Yes, sexy Summer. Kung Fu Morty. Yeah. Take you the marks of her height, complexion, age. It shall be the same as every Beth. All right, well, why don't you just take those karate chops out to the market and tell them we got a new one, okay? Here I go.
Alack, that Krumbock Michael was so slack, so slow. He should have struck, not spoke. Or that these pirates not enough barbers had not or born thrown me for to seek my Rick.
Oh, hey, why lament you, pretty Beth?
That I am pretty. That I am Beth.
Oh, come, the Ricks have done their part. You're like light into my hands, for you're like to live.
The more my fault escape his hands, or I was like to die.
Aye, and you shall have in pleasure.
No.
Yes, indeed, shall you. Oh, it tastes aliens of old fashioned. It's not weird. And there's your cherries, and it's not that.
Watch out for the wine.
Oh, Summer's gonna kill me.
Oh my God, buddy.
Oh,
are you just a Morty?
I am but a Morty. But for the right price, I could be a Jessica. Hey, everybody, I'm super woke, Morty. I think the important thing is that we have these conversations. And I talked to Crab Morty and Kung Fu Morty, and we have sung her to the number of her hairs, and I've painted her picture with my voice. Oh, well, and woke Morty, I prithee tell me, how dost thou find the inclination of the people, especially the Jerry swords? Oh, faith, they hearken to me as they would have listened to their own Jerry's testament. Oh, one Jerry's mouth so watered that he went to bed. To her very description.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, that's not woke. Oh, that's bad. I don't like it. I'm sorry. Here tomorrow. Oh, jeez, okay. Yes. All right, come hither once. All right, mark me. You have fortunes coming upon you. You know, and you must seem to do fearfully that which you commit willingly. To despise profit where you have most gain. To weep, geez, that you live as ye do, creates pity in your lovers, and that pity seldom begets a good opinion, and that opinion, a mere profit.
I understand you not.
Woke Morty, come on back here. Yeah, respect women. Yeah, that's how. That's right, 2020. It's a rough life for that. All right, well, take Beth home. These blushes of hers will be quenched with some present practice. Is that okay with you? Consent.
You know
consent,
what?
I swear.
For the sake of the show, I give my consent. Let's go.
It certainly was a different time.
What? Are thou foolish? Can it be undone?
Oh, Rickonizer, such a piece of slaughter the sun and moon ne'er looked upon. Were I chief lord of all this spacious universe, I'd give it to undo the deed. Oh, Rick, much less in blood than virtue, yet a bet to equal any single crown of the earth in the justice of compare. Oh, villain Crumbopulous Michael, whom thou hast poisoned too. If thou hast strung to him, 'tis been a kindness becoming well thy fact. What canst thou say when noble Rickicles shall demand his child?
That she is dead? That Manic Mortys are not the fates? Say she died at night, I'll say it, who can cross it? Unless you play the pious innocent and for some honest attribute cry out, Beth died by foul play.
I ain't snitching.
Shame to think what a noble strain you are and how coward of a spirit.
To such proceeding,
Whoever but his approbation added.
Though not his prime consent.
He did not flow.
Through honorable courses.
Be it so. But none can know how she died, nor none can know with Crumbopulous Michael being gone. She did disdain my Beth and kept her from her fortunes. It pierced me through to see my Beth suffer in the shadow of another Beth, just as I have suffered in the shadow of Ricklier Ricks, having never seen my true Rick potential. And though you might find my course unnatural, I see it as an enterprise of kindness unto my sole daughter.
Ricks, forgive us. Thou art the rickiest Rick.
You're on your
Thou
own.
hast betrayed us all.
Took you long enough, Unity.
I've only done what other Ricks have done.
Please.
Ooh-wee. 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 If you're gonna text, now's the time. This is gonna be a minute. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. That never gets old, does it? Ooh-wee. 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 One more for the road. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Boy, these little guys sure do get me through the day. Thus time we waste in longest leagues make short. Still space in cockles, having a wish but for it. Making to take your imagination from bourne to bourne, planet to planet. By you being pardoned, we commit no crime. To use one language in each several clime, where our scenes do seem to dwell in. I do beseech you and her and him, do not report us to Adult Swim. To learn of me, who stands in the gaps to teach you the stages of our story. Rickicles is once again thwarting the wayward skies, attended on by many a Morty, to see his daughter all his life's delight. Summer, whom Mordecaius of late has advanced in time to great and high estate. Bear you it in mind, Mordecaius goes along behind. Well-sailing ships and bounteous winds have brought this Rickly Rick, think his pilot thought. So with his steerage shall your thoughts grow on, to see his daughter home, who first is gone. Like motes and shadows, see them move a while. Your ears unto your eyes I'll reconcile.
Rick and Isa, what's happened to my daughter? Rickicles, she's dead. Wubble dub dub, oh no.
Oh, geez, Rick, come here. Oh, geez, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. See how belief may suffer by foul show. This borrowed passion stands for true old woe. And Rickicles, in sorrows all devoured, with sighs shot through and biggest tears o'ershowered, leaves the planet and to space embarks. He swears never to wash his face nor cut his hairs. He brines his flesh and seasons it tenderly. He bears the tempest which his mortal vessel tears, and yet he rides it out. Now please you wit, an epitaph for ooh-wee. Alright, you got this, poopy butthole. Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, find your center. Ooh-wee, ooh, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Suffer for your art, am I right? Ooh-wee. Ooh. Ooh. For Beth, by wicked Rick and Isa. The fairest, sweetest, and best lies it here, who withered in her spring of year. She was of Rick C-137 born, on whom foul death hath made this slaughter. Beth she was called, and as all Beths are. Let Rickicles believe his daughter's dead, his daughter's woe and heavy well a day. For many Beths had died, and their Ricks have been fine, but not our Rickicles, pickled by grief and time. Hoo-wee. Alright, I'll see you in Act 5, which, if it's anything like Rick and Morty seasons, will probably be a real long time from now. I'll probably have a whole bunch of grandkids and a big white Santa Claus beard. Ooh-wee. I need some pain pills.
Alright, stage hands Morty, here we go. Gotta earn that stipend somehow. Alright, it's just me. That's all we got. It's just the stage hands Morty.
Well, I'd rather than twice the worth of her she had ne'er come here.
Oh, fine! Fie upon her! Will we even to get Beth ravished or be rid of her? Oh, when she should do her fitment for juries and me the kindness of our profession, she has me her quirks and her reasons and her master reasons, and that she should make a Puritan of a jury should eat sheep and a kiss of her. Oh, and let me guess, what Morty are you? I'm Morty Sanders. Free health care for all. Free babies. Free tennis socks. Well, everything's free because we got no money. Yep.
How now? I'll take a dozen of your finest virginities, please.
Oh, gross. The guts to bless your juriness.
Glad to see your honor in good health.
Oh, 'tis better for you that your resorters stand upon sound legs. How now? What wholesome iniquities have you that a man may deal withal and defy the surgeon?
We have one here, sir, if she would. We've never seen her like in this Morty den.
Well, if she'll do the deed of darkness, thou would say.
Yeah, gross. Your lordship knows what 'tis to say well enough.
Well, bring her forth, come on.
Oh, you shall see a rose, and for flesh and blood, white and red, and she were a rose indeed,
what,
sir. Never mind.
Here comes that which grows to the stalk, never plucked yet, I can assure you. Is she not a fair creature?
She will serve after a long voyage across the stars. There's for thee.
I caught it. Yes,
Leave us. Leave us now.
Honor, give me leave. A word, and I'll have done presently.
All right.
Thank you.
I beseech you.
Summer,
Okay.
I'm doing this.
All right.
First, I would have you note that this is an honorable man.
I desire to find him so that I may worthily note him.
Next, he's the governor of this country, and a man who I am bound to.
If he doth govern this country, you are bound to him indeed. But how much honor is there in that? I know not. A planet governed by a Jerry? Now I know why this planet and all its denizens are in such decay.
Thank you. Without any more virginal fencing, will you use him kindly? He will line all of our pockets with credit.
What he will do graciously, I will thankfully receive.
Have you done?
My lord.
Okay.
She's not like paste yet.
Oh my God.
All right.
So you'll have to take some pains to work her to your manage.
I gotcha. All right.
All right, follow me. We shall leave his honor and her together. Go thy ways.
All right, vote on Tuesday. Not condemned, Mom.
All right. I got no. Cowboy, what do I do? You've always been the moral compass of this establishment.
Don't worry about me, partner. I'm just gonna mosey on out of here. Let's go back to the pasture and wrangle some cattle. Back it up, partner. All right.
All right, guys. How now? Pretty one. Yes. How long have you been in this trade?
What trade?
Well, I cannot name it, but it would offend thee.
I cannot be offended by my trade. Please you to name it.
Well, how long have you been a professional?
Well, ever since I can remember.
Did you go to it so young?
Earlier too, sir. Now I'm
Oh, the house you dwell in proclaims you to be a creature of sail. I'm not.
So you know this house to be a place of such resort and will come into it?
Well, yeah.
I hear say you are the governor of this place. And a man with honor. I have never set foot on a planet that was not ran by a race.
Hey now, if your principal made known to you who I am.
Who is my principal then?
Summer?
Summer?
Yeah, she that sows seeds of shame and iniquity. Oh, so you have heard of my power, hmm?
Maybe a little.
Well, and thus stand aloof for more serious wooing.
Oh my God.
But I protest to thee, pretty one, my authority shall not see thee, or else look friendly upon thee. Come, bring me to some private place. Come.
If you were born to honor, show it now. No, not that. Not that.
All right.
If put upon you, make the judgment good that thought you worthy.
What's this? What's this? Come. Say more.
What?
Be sage. Talk. Speak. Go on. How's your day? How's life here? Go on. How are you?
I'm a Beth.
Okay, that's a good start.
Yes. The most ungentle fortune hath placed me in the sty, where ever since I came, disease has been so dearer than physic.
You?
Oh, that the ricks would rescue me from this unhallowed place. For they did change me to the meanest bird that flies in the pure air. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I did not think thou could speak so well. Ne'er dreamed thou couldst. Had I brought hither a corrupted mind, thy speech had altered it. Well, here's a credit for thee.
From me?
Yeah. For ever in thy clear ways thou goest, and the gods strengthen thee.
The good Rex preserve you.
For me, Be you toughened that I come with no ill intent. Nope, not at all. But for me, the very doors and windows savor vilely. Fare thee well. Thou art a piece of virtue, and I doubt not that thy training hath been noble. Farewell. Actually, you know what? Here's more for you. I know, right? And I know, we just met, but I'm feeling really good about this, so I want to give you this.
That's gonna look real good on me.
No, but a curse upon him, dying like a villain that robs thee of thy goodness. If thou dost see me again, it will be for thy good.
Oh, please return this credits for me.
Avaunt, thou damned doorkeeper! This house, with that this Beth doth profit, would fall and o'erwhelm you. Away! Oh, actually, I'm gonna need this back. I need to go to work. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Next time, I'll get you a real one too.
What the hell? Whoa, we must take another course with you. If your penis chastity, your penis chastity, which is not worth a portal, and the cheapest planet under a rick, then screw you.
Well, when would you have me? I did everything.
I shall have that chastity shorn and replaced with a more Beth gaze. Soon your womb shall be home to summers and more Mortys come your way. Stream. You have no more cherries driven away. You think I like this? I don't. It's strange.
Oh, now what's the matter?
Oh, worse and worse, Summer. She's spoken unsexy words to the Lord Jerry Kiss. Oh, she's made our profession, as it were, a stink for the big head, and Jerry would have dealt with her like a Jerry, but she sent him away as cold as a snowball.
Okay, then take her away. Give her to the first Jerry to cast a glance. Crack the glass of her Bethness and make the rest malleable.
And if she were a thornier piece of ground, she should be plowed, right? What?
Away with her. She'd never come within my doors. Mary, hang you. She's born to undo us. Hey! Will you not go the way of womankind? Whatever.
Beth, come your ways with us.
Answer me one thing first.
Okay, one.
What wouldst thou wish thine enemy to be?
Oh, mine enemy. I could wish him to be my master, or better yet, my mistress.
Either of these are better than thou art, for they do better thee in their command. Thou holdst a place wherein the painest fiends of hell would not in reputation change. Thou art the damned doorkeeper to every wandering traveler who comes inquiring for his tib. To the choleric fisting of every rogue, thy ear is liable, thy food is to have been belched on by infected lungs of drunken ricks who look out not for us.
What would you have us do? Go to the wars? Would you, where Morty can serve 7 ricks in 7 years? I'm a crab. I believe you.
Do anything but what thou dost. Empty receptacles are common shores of filth. Served by indenture to the common hangman. Any of these ways are yet better than this for what thou professest. A baboon, could he speak, would own a name too dear. Here. Okay.
Whoa.
Here is credits for thee. Credits for thee.
Look right on me.
Yeah. Hey, boys, listen.
Yeah.
If that thy Mortys would gain by thee, proclaim that I can cut a horse from nape to neck and cure her of her ailments. Wait, and that horse shall live to race again. Sing these praises, among other attributes, which I will keep from boast. And I will undertake all to teach. I have no doubt this populous city will yield many scholars.
Can you teach us all that horse stuff?
I can prove that I can't. take me home again and prostitute me to the basest rogue that oft frequent this house.
We've been trying to
Do we have any new boys?
Yeah!
Education! Education!
Why did you want to come horses?
Ooh-wee! Told ya! Thus, the Morty brothel escapes and chances into an honest house, our story says. Beth, as she says, cuts the bellies of horses brought, and through her cares, they one day learn to race again. Their hooves move like ships across the plains, while ships do gallop through the stars. And to her father, turn our thoughts again. Where we left him, a galaxy away. Not a galaxy far, far away. No copyright infringement here. We there him lost, whence, driven before the winds, he has arrived here, where his daughter dwells, in his jerry-ruled locale. Oh, PickleRickicles, think this is bark, which, what is done in action, more if might, shall be discovered. Please you, sit and hark. Alright, that's it for me. Now, if you excuse this little poopy pants, I've got to take a doozy of a doozy. See you at the curtain call. Ooh-wee!
Mordecaius, there is a barge put off from yonder planet, and in it is Jerichus the governor. Under his leadership, the planet is in horrific disrepair, given that Jerrys are not fit to rule, and instead find more pleasure in humble labor, suited to their station. Anywho, he desires to come aboard. What is your will?
I thank thee, Sailor Jerry, that he hath his, call up some Mortys.
Oh, Morty!
Doth your lordship call?
Gentlemen, there's some of worth would come aboard. I pray ye greet them fairly.
You know, I think I hear him shuffling around. Hey, Jerry, are you back there?
Yeah.
Oh, Jerry!
Jerry, how are you doing, Jerry?
I'm great, Jerry. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about
I'm doing great. How are you, Jerry?
I'm doing great.
I'm doing great.
Hail, Reverend Sir, the Ricks preserve you.
First, what is your place?
Well, I am the governor that you laid before. It may not look grand or clean, but I am proud of this. I am proud of this planet and the work we have done.
Sir, our vessel is of C-137, and it the Rick who rules it. A man who for this 3 months hath not spoken to anyone, nor taken sustenance but to prorogue his grief.
Well, upon what ground is his distemperature?
Well, 'twould be too tedious to repeat, but the main grief springs from the loss of a beloved daughter.
Oh, well, I guess we're not gonna see him today.
Sir. I mean, you may, but bootless is your sight. He will not speak to any.
Let me obtain my wish.
Please, Sky Steel. All right. Let's get him.
All right. First time reading him. What are these?
Take your time.
Lots of love.
Right?
There's just like a lot of elements to this, you guys.
I want this to be perfect. I've envisioned this for a while.
Yeah.
Like, build up suspense here.
Don't worry, I'll turn my back. Just let me know when he's here.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Coming. Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah. Oh, no. Actually, we'll wheel him backwards, maybe.
Honestly, guys, okay. You guys are doing better than I would.
Cool.
That's fine. Loaded.
All right. Okay, you can turn around now. Hey. Boom! Big reveal! This was a goodly person till the disaster that one mortal night drove him to this.
Hail, sir, hail. Rickley, sir.
Oh, it is in vain. He will not speak to you.
Oh.
He's pickled. Choked by grief and time. Brine beyond all recognition. A cucumbered shell of the genius he was.
Sir, we have a maid here whom I just wager might win some words of him.
Oh, 'tis well bethought, Jerry. She, questionless with her sweet harmony, would allure and make a battery of his deafened parts, which are now midway stopped. She cares for horses. Surgically, she's the closest thing this planet has to a physician of any kind.
Sure, all's feckless. Yet nothing will omit that bears recovery's name. But since your kindness we have stretched thus far, let us beseech you that for our credits we may provisions wherein we are not destitute for the want, but weary for the staleness.
Well, let me know the cause of your sorrow.
Okay, sit, sir, I will recount it to you. Oh, but see, I am prevented.
Oh, here!
Hey, Morty, how's it going?
Here, the lady that I called upon. Hello, fair one. Isn't she a goodly presence?
Yeah, she's a gallant Beth.
She is such a one that were I well assured came of a kind, gentle, rickly stock. And fair one, all goodness that consistent bounty expect, even here, where is a rickly patient.
Oh, sir, I will use my utmost skill with him, provided that none but I and my companion Morty be not suffered to come near him. But, sir, I warn you, I have not treated the ailments of any ricks. I hope his entrails are like that of stallions, so that I may treat him effectually. Get out.
Okay.
Yes, everyone.
You heard her. Get out. Everybody, come on. The gods preserve her. I'm sorry, Jerry. You gotta leave too. Okay.
Rough case.
Yeah, Beth, I'm pretty sure he's all pickle, no horse, you know what I'm saying?
Great observation.
Oh, thank you.
Great job. The education's really paying off. Why don't you have a nice little treat?
Oh, yeah, I'll try to find some candy in the lobby.
Perhaps.
Hey, licorice! Yeah, it's black licorice. Oh, but it tastes like red licorice.
Right, thank you. My lord, Rick, lend ear. I am a maid, a Beth. One of us you surely have known. My lord, I have suffered a grief that might equal yours if both were justly weighed. Though wayward fortune did malign my state, my derivation was from my ancestors, who stood equivalent with mighty kings of the time. I rooted out my parentage. To the world, awkward casualties bound me in servitude. I will desist. Dead. There's something that glows upon my cheek and whispers in my ear, go not till this pickle speak.
Fortune. Parentage.
Huh?
Good parentage.
Yeah?
That might equal mine. Was it not thus? What say you?
I said, my lord, if you didn't know my parentage, you would not do me violence.
I do think so. Pray you, turn me so I can see.
Yeah.
You are like something. What country, Beth? Here of these sky shores?
No, nor of any shores, and yet I was brought mortally forth, and of no other than I appear.
Great with woe and shall deliver weeping.
Hey.
Garlic salted tears may run down my pickled cheeks.
No. Okay.
My daughter might have been as kind as you. Her stature to an inch. As wand-like straight. Hair as silver-haired and eyes as jewel-like. Who starves the ears she feeds and makes them hungry the more she gives them speech. Where do you live?
Where I am but a stranger. But that's no different from your own, it sounds like.
Where were you bred? And how achieved you these endowments which you make more rich to hope?
If I should tell my history, it would seem like lies disdained in the reporting of it.
Prithee, speak.
Well,
Falseness cannot come from thee, for thou lookest as modest as justice. And thou seemest like a palace for the crowned truth to dwell in. I shall believe thee, and make my senses credit thy relation to points that seem impossible, for thou lookest like one I loved indeed. What were thy friends? How lost thou them? I thought thou saidst thou camest from good descending.
Indeed I did. I assure you, sir, all Beths, they look the same.
Report thy parentage.
I think thou saidst thou hast been tossed from wrong to injury, and that thou griefs might equal mine if both were open.
Such things, yes, I said. And said more than what my thoughts did warrant me was likely.
Tell thy story. If time considered prove the 1,000th part of my endurance, thou art a man, and I have suffered like a pickle. Yet thou dost look. How lost thou thy friends? Where were you bred? Where were you born?
I was born upon the stars. You mock, sir. Patience, or here I will cease.
Nay, I believe thee. Thou little knowest how thou dost startle me to call thyself Beth. But are you flesh and blood? Have you a working pulse and are no memory parasite? Motion! Speak on! Where were you born?
I was born upon the stars. Upon my father's Rickley ship.
Space. What mother?
Another Rick of noble stature who died the minute I was born, as my good nurse Cordia had oft delivered weeping.
Oh, stop there a little. This cannot be. My daughter's buried. Well, Motion, where were you bred? I'll hear you to the bottom of your story and never interrupt you.
You scorn! Believe me, 'twere best I did give o'er.
I will believe you by the syllable of what you shall deliver, yet give me leave. Where were you born? How were you bred?
The Rick who sired me left me in Unity's court, till cruel Rickeniza, the Rickliest of Ricks, did seek to murder me, and having wooed a villain to attempt it, who having drawn to it a crew of Jerrys came and rescued me. They brought me here, where I was sold into a Morty's brothel, where I obtained the good favor of the good Jerichus. He may not govern well, but I find the fool most comforting. Good sir, whither would you have me? Now, why do you weep? It may be that you think that I'm an imposter. No, good faith. I'm the daughter to Rickicles. If good Rickicles be.
Oh, Mordecaius! Morty!
False, my lord?
Mordecaius, thou art a grave and noble counselor, most wise in general. Tell me, if thou canst, what this Beth is, or what is like to be, that has thus made me weep.
I know not, but here is the regent, Sir Jerichus, speaks nobly of her.
Well, she would not speak of her parentage, and being demanded that, she would just sit and weep.
Oh, Mordecaius, strike me, honored sir.
What?
Give me a gash. Relieve me of my pickled juices.
I'll do it.
Lest this great sea of joys rushing upon me o'erbear the shores of my mortality and drown me in their saltiness.
Jeez.
Oh, come hither, thou that begettest him that did thee beget, thou that was born among the stars, buried and forgot. Oh, Mordecaius, down on thy knees.
Oh, okay.
This is thy Beth. I am Rickicles of C-137! Or I once was. I go by PickleRickicles now! A name chosen to represent the grief I had for a daughter lost. Rise. Thou art my child. My own bed. Get me my garments, Mordecaius, mine own, Morty.
Wineglass, chop.
Holy shit. She is thine own bed. She is not dead, my savage Rickeniza. Oh, she shall recount point by point how thou art my Beth and belong to no other Rick but me. Who is this?
Oh, sir, 'tis Jerichus, the chief idiot who runs this place, who, off hearing of your melancholy state, did come to see you.
I embrace you, sir. Never before I have been so glad to see a Jerry.
Hey, that's good for me.
I am wild in my beholding. Oh, heavens bless my girl. Tell him, my Beth, tell Mordecaius, for yet he seems to doubt how sure you are my daughter. Oh, but what music.
My lord, I hear none.
'Tis the music of the spheres, Mortiganus. Listen, most rarest sounds.
My lord, I hear it. Yeah, it's great.
Most heavenly music. It nips me under listening, and thick slumber hangs upon mine eyes. Let me get whiffy.
Alright, sweet dreams.
Rickicles! Show me what you got! I want to see everything you got! At minimum the rest of Act 5!
Celestial head, I shall obey thee! Oh, Mortiganus! Morty, get your ass in here! Morty! Morty! I was to unity, there to strike an inhospitable Rickianizer, but my purpose is for other planets first, one that requires our service. Shall we refresh us, sir, upon your planet?
Mine, sir? Oh, well, with all my heart, and when you come aboard, I have another suit.
You would be successful were it to woo my daughter, for it seems you have been noble towards her.
Sir, lend me your arm.
All right, I'm a fucking pickle, Jerry.
All right, a simple no would have done it, but...
Come, my Beth. Yes. My own Beth and my Morty. Oh, come hither, Morty. And one day I may call you Sir, my Jerry.
That'll do.
My summer. For time unmeasured, Ricks and Mortys have sailed the stars and come home to Beths and Summers and Jerrys. And without mine own, I have found myself in a pickle. And becoming one as well. You like that one? For time unmeasured, Ricks and Mortys have sailed the stars. For in the end, it was not about kings and queens, lords and ladies, and Fisher Jerrys.
Right.
What was it about then, my Rick?
Szechuan sauce.
What?
Thou hurtst me, Mortiganus. We hast adventures to go on, Morty. And you and me, and sometimes your sister, and sometimes your mom, but never your father, Morty. Dost thou wish to know why?
Why?
Because this is a caste system, Morty. We just spent the entire hour and a half convincing the audience that Ricks are kings and Jerry's have the shit under my boot, Morty.
No, I'm out.
But I am not just a king anymore, Morty. I'm a god. A wrinkled, green, and pickled god! And for my first act as God, Morty, I shall take sail in search of some of that delicious Moulonicus Szechuan teriyaki dipping sauce! Taste the blood of the great gladiator Moulonicus, Morty! Which McDonald harvested and sold as a promotional idea for the 1998 Mulan movie, Morty! You know why, Morty? That's Pericles, Morty! Does thou think anybody wanted to see Pericles, Morty? Do you think anyone understands the plot of Pericles any better than they did 2 hours ago, Morty? Because they don't, Morty. Nobody does! Nobody does, Morty! Because, Morty, that's how we're gonna get it, Morty. But we could have literally done anything, said it was Pericles, and these assholes would have been like, yeah, culture! I saw something new today! Yeah, we know! But Morty, someday we're gonna get so famous, Morty! So famous that one day a Broadway producer's gonna come through those doors after seeing an online recording of us
I've been doing my whole life for that!
Stall studio theater, Morty! And people will think, oh, that's pretty weird, but it's cool. It'll get an online following, Morty! Yeah, something new! And then fans will go to McDonald's, jump on the counter saying, I'm Pickle Rick! And then we're gonna get that sauce, Morty! It's as easy as that! That's what's gonna take us to the end, Morty! All 9 plays! I don't care if we even have to do the best folio! We're doing Rick Beth next, Morty!
Shakespeare!
Yeah, Morty! The Jerry Wives of Windsor! How's that sound? Summer Night's Dream! I got a whole list of them, Morty! As You Like Rick! Cromulon Lanus! Squancher for Squancher! Hey, come back here, Morty! Okay, you like this one? Morty do about nothing! How about that? Morty, listen, Jessica! You'll get to be with her for a little bit! Yeah, Jessica, Morty! Titus Kazar
Absorb is the most dangerous play in the galaxy. Jarius Caesar, too.
Oh,
We're gonna stab your father, Morty. Hey, too,
Haha, yeah, look at my balls! Yeah! It was arguably successful in Pericles!
No, they didn't get a thing!
Take that, Romeo and Juliet, so much better! Yeah! Love my grandkids!
So close, guys. So close.
Shut up, Morty. A, B, C. But you know what? I've got a new catchphrase now.
What is it, Rick?
I love my family. And I've traveled all over and seen so much. And I can say for certainty that in this reality, right now, I'm truly happy.
Rick C-137.
Me seeks of Rickyok.
Look at me. Good night, sweet prince. All done!
If you liked us, check out the Stupid Shakespeare Company and the Otherworld Theater on all of the social media platforms of which you engage your time with, and give us a like. If you did not enjoy the show, please direct all complaints to aforementioned Plasma-Ray. Now, exit the theater. There are no more little bits or stingers. That's it. Go. Also, make sure you shut the hell up in the lobby. That is everything. That is all.
No, they had to postpone filming because of the